do the function. Nope. I don't fuck with the fuck shit. Throwing on my dummy fit. Fuck it. I'ma pop out. Welcome back to your second favorite YouTuber. I'm J Shep Reacts. Now, listen, y'all. I am at 58 subscribers at the time of recording this video. Literally beginning of this week, which today is only Wednesday. It's New Year's Eve. I was at like 47. Bro, thank y'all, man, for real. And last 24 hours, I've dropped 3 vids, bro. Thank y'all, bro. You watching this video, thank you. I really do appreciate every single one of y'all listening to my music, watching any of my videos, subscribing. Like I said, turn on the notification bell, whatever, bro, for real. Like, I know I'm not getting too crazy of views and nothing, but like my Fabio Jackson video is at like 392 at the moment. Hopefully, you know, we hitting 400 tomorrow, but hey, if not, like I said, I'm gonna have to keep going. There's only so much that's gonna be in my way, and that's gonna be myself if I stop. You know what I'm saying? That's the only way that something ain't gonna work out. Because if you're doing stuff a certain way and it's not working out, you feel like, then you gotta approach it in a different way. You feel me? And that's how I felt about like my music. Is like the only way for me, because I feel like nowadays you need to do content creation with your music, and it's just hard to try to show your face and have everything perfect and da-da-da with music, because you want to, you know, you're more artistic. This isn't as artistic as I feel like I need to be with my music. So I can show my face, I can talk like as if I'm talking to you personally. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I really do like doing this style of content at the moment. You know, like I'm really like enjoying this a lot. I can't wait to start up my gaming channel, like for real though, next year. You know, I got to get me a PC and stuff, but I mean, I don't need one, but like I want to get one. But as soon as I get a capture card, you know, Elgato and all that. But hey, anyways, look, man, just thank y'all for real, man. Thank y'all, bro. Let's get into this video. This one is by Derek FDB. If y'all remember, I watched that horror movie joint by him. That's at like 62 views right now. So, you know, go check that out if y'all haven't. I only clicked on this because I saw Stranger Things was on it, and on the cover art or whatever, thumbnail. And I'm about to go watch Stranger Things finale tonight, bro. I'm so excited, bro. Me and my girl, bro. I can't wait. And yeah, bringing in the new year like that, for real, bro. Finna go to Hawkins, Indiana. If you don't know me, I'm from Indiana, by the way. So yeah, Midwest, you know what I'm saying? Shows I Would Hate to Live In by Derek FDB, my dog, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna scroll over here and give him a like. Go ahead, give me a like. As always, I do appreciate it, you feel me? You know what I'm saying? You rub my back, I rub your back. You feel me? Let's go ahead and get this joint started. Well, let's try this again, y'all. Keeps freezing on me. Let's see, man. Hopefully it works fine this time, bro.
You know, growing up, just like movies, I always wanted to be on TV. And again, not like on TV, more like in the show. But now that I've wised up, I realize I don't want to be in any of these shows. These shows would be terrible to live in. And that's what we're going over today. Today, ladies and gentlemen, I'll be going over some shows I'd absolutely hate to live in. And don't worry, I know everyone doesn't watch every show, so I'll try and tell you everything you need to know before I explain why I'd hate living in them, alright? And in the end, I'll go over one of the shows that I would not only hate to live in the most, but also a show I've been meaning to talk about for a minute.
Peak.
And without further ado,
Stranger Things.
Chainsaw Man gotta be one of the worst shows to live in. And I'm saying this as someone who loves this series. Like, I really do love it, bro. The movie made me cry. But please keep me.
I didn't watch the Chainsaw Man movie yet. What was it? I think it came out right after the Demon Slayer movie. Man, that joint was so fire, bro. That joint was fire, bro. But yeah, I mess with Chainsaw Man though.
Away from the show. Before I even talk about it, let me give you the rundown like I said. If you've never seen it, Chainsaw Man's is an anime where we follow this teenager named Denji, who after getting murked by some Yakuza members, comes back to life with the ability to release chainsaws from his body and becomes a
basically he got murked out by some Yakuzas because his father had a debt to them, and so after his father got murked off, I think, he basically, like, the debt got passed down to Denji. Then he wasn't able to pay off the debt, so then they killed him. So his pet, like, dog thing, whatever the heck, it turned out to be a chainsaw devil and it merged with his body, which brought him back to life. So that's why he's a chainsaw devil now.
Devil hunter. And you see, that's where the problem lies in this show. Not the chainsaws coming out the body thing. Oh, that probably would hurt though. But the devils. The world in this show is full of them, and these things are the worst. The devils in this show are pretty much human-hating, human-eating monsters that come from fear. Human fears. Each one of them being a different concept. Concept? What do I mean? Well, let's take for example something I'm scared of. Dolls. I don't rock with them, and neither do a lot of people on Earth. I ain't alone. And in the chain,
yeah, you ain't alone, bro. I don't like dolls, like creepy dolls, like I don't know, man. They're a little, like stuffed animals, cool, whatever. But dolls, like, yes.
Chainsaw Man world, this fear we have for them would be enough to create a doll devil, but only one. You following? So now imagine that whole process I just said, but for like every single thing ever. I mean it too, everything. A car devil, a doctor devil, an awkward silence devil. Anything could be a devil as long as people are scared of it. But that's not even
a money devil. I'm so scared of $5 million. Oh my God.
All of it, because since the devils in this world come from fear, it only makes sense that the strongest ones are not only the most feared, but they can gain or lose strength depending on what's going on in the world. New Conjuring film drops, Ghost Devil gets stronger. Inflation goes up, unemployment devil gets stronger. Ceasefire happens, Israel devil gets weaker.
Message!
It's such a cool power system, but like, I'm admiring it from a distance. I don't want to live there. It would be terrifying. You don't know when they could randomly strike. Imagine you just chilling at the crib one day in the living room, minding your business. Oh wow, it's a really nice day outside. The gun devil just sneezed and blasted away your crib in 5 cities. And they don't even gotta be to that scale. Even if you get rolled up on by a barely scary devil, you'd probably get packed. You're human. And in that situation, dying wouldn't even be the worst part. It's the aftermath. It would be embarrassing. Imagine my homies come to my funeral asking what killed me. Did they say what got him? Yeah, they said it was the cheese devil. There's hella lactose intolerant people. It probably could.
No, bro, that's like the equivalent to whatchamacallit, Diary of a Wimpy Kid, you know, like the cheese touch. That's like finding out you got the cheese touch, bro.
And that's not even me mentioning devil contracts. I'm not even gonna get into that. Like I said, I love this show, but Chainsaw Man is horrible to live in. But I'd rather live in Chainsaw Man than to live in
The Amazing Digital Circus. I don't know.
Some of y'all may know this show, some of y'all may not, but the ones that do know. For as vibrant and as colorful as this show may seem, it has a dark undertone. Like, this show is prison. This show is an indie animated show where we follow this group of people who are trapped in a video game, The Amazing Digital Circus. They put on these headsets one day, were transported into the game, and now they're stuck. So it's kind of like Sword Art Online.
Yeah, I was really just about to say that. Sword Art Online, bro. I don't know if y'all ever watched that, bro. I don't care what nobody says, okay? First, nah, bro. I don't care what anybody says. Sword Art Online is a good anime. It's actually pretty great. I understand everybody started hating it once it got to the whole fairy joint, whatever. And then Sword Art Online 2, like the gun online joint, like that was a little But after that, the Sword Art Online Alicization, something like that. That joint, I liked it. It was fire. And the movies are fire. I don't care what anybody says, bro. I don't care. Now, like I said, Gun Gale Online. That's what it is. It's the Gun Gale Online. The second Sword Art Online. That joint, yes, I can completely understand why everybody would tune out. And then the fairy joint, I understood why people tune out. Cool. But if you get past that, and I'm talking to all you people that be watching Naruto, Shippuden, and all, like, mind you, if you watch Naruto, like part 1 Naruto and then Naruto Shippuden, that's like 1,000 episodes. If you're watching One Piece right now, that's 1,000 something episodes. So you don't got no room to be talking mess about no Sword Art Online. You can go ahead and go watch the 3-4 seasons, whatever it got, and the movies, no problem. Look, if you don't want to watch it, that's cool. But quit talking mess about it. Same thing with Fairy Tail. Fairy Tail ain't nothing but like 300 episodes or something like that, maybe 400. And y'all be talking so much mess. That's my favorite anime, Fairy Tail. I don't care what y'all say. I understand the fan service and all that. Naruto had fan service. One Piece has fan service too. They up there with Fairy Tail. I ain't gonna lie to you. But Fairy Tail still has a great story, great animation, and like fights, everything, bro. So I don't care what nobody say, bro. Y'all just be trying to get on these animes for no reason sometimes, bro. Y'all be riding for the big three, you know. Y'all only want to talk about those, like, and I just feel like if you only talking about those, bro, you really ain't no actual anime watcher like that, bro. You just watch the mainstream joints, and that's cool, but like, you need to see your way about these conversations for real, bro. Alright, now back to the video.
Mine is, you know, the weird brother and sister stuff. And I think the reason for this one is pretty straightforward, guys. Why would I ever want to be in this situation? Why? If I'm in here, I'd literally be trapped. Trapped as a goofy looking video game character, which, by the way, can one of y'all draw me as one? I want to see what y'all think I look like. With no memory of my name, and forced to go on daily adventures by this lunatic AI that's running the circus. This junk is horrible. And that's not even all of it, because if, or should I say when, I eventually lose my mind in this world, I'll abstract, which is pretty much the equivalent of death. You become a giant digital monster and they pretty much toss you in the basement forever. This place is terrible, and that's just episode 1 stuff. When you combine that with the stuff we learned in the latest episode, man, this place is purgatory. Only bright side about this place is the people you're stuck with are pretty chill. Like hanging out with Kinger or Zubul would be dope. And there might be a way to get out. I know after the latest episode it's not looking like it, but I still believe. Unless it's like that one Black Mirror episode where instead of being a real person trapped, you're actually a copy of someone real, but just in the game. What? That'd be messed up.
Nah, hey, welcome to Derry. Look, I've been hearing some stuff about this. I ain't even watch it yet, bro. I might watch it, bro, but I don't mess with Pennywise, bro. Now on this channel, y'all know that we watch Jadeon catch PDF files. He is a PDF file. You hear me? He is a PDF file.
So I just finished watching the show, and let me tell you something. If I'm not stepping a foot in Chainsaw Man, you couldn't get a follicle of me in Derry. Before I even get into it, if you don't know, this show in simple terms is a prequel to the movie It. You know, killer clown named Pennywise, likes to eat kids, but just based in the 1960s, where we learn a little more about him and, you know, see what this goes up to before the 80s. And the special thing about this show is, this is the first show on the list to have multiple reasons why I would never ever want to live there. First of them obviously being this dude Pennywise. A lot of y'all may know I've spoken about this guy on my channel before, saying how I'd beat the white off his skin and bully him to death. But y'all, I don't know what happened in those 20-something years between this show and the movie, but this dude in the show is way more terrifying than in the movie. Like, I'm not even exaggerating. I don't know what happened, but this dude glued down those 27 years. He's washed. The difference is insane. Like in the movie, yeah, he'll do some scary stuff, like transform into a creepy painted lady or a giant lumberjack statue. But in the show, this guy will shapeshift into your deceased mother and make her give birth to you again. Oh, what the I see what I mean. This dude in the show is different. Stuff got so scary for the kids in this show that these kids started popping pills to avoid being scared of Pennywise. Like, this is ridiculous. Why didn't I think of that? Point
they got the kids popping no. Is that Xannies? I don't know how Xannies look, but it's either Xannies or Addies, bro. It's Xannies or Addies, bro. That's insane, bro. That's insane.
If you living in Derry and this dude got an eye on you, just hang it up, bro, because it ain't even up to you. You gotta just pray this dude thinks you won't taste good or he's just not hungry today. And that's another thing that's bad about this. Since you a kid, even if you go in...
That's also the thing I've been seeing, like, on Twitter and stuff. They've been talking about Pennywise, been talking about the black, like, kids or whatever. Like, the darker the kids, they taste better. And I'm like, bro, ain't no way he really just said that, bro.
Tell people you seen this dude, they not gonna believe you. You a kid, and it's the 60s. Even if you tell your parents, they ain't gonna care. These is Cold War times, baby. World War III can happen any second. Ain't got time to be worrying about your kids. But that ain't even the worst about Derry, because even if you don't run into Penny, like I just said, let's not forget, this show is based in the 1960s. Which, in my opinion, might be even worse than dealing with Pennywise. Because aside from the fact that there wasn't much to do in the 60s besides, like, I don't know, smoke cigarettes indoors. Let's remember, these times were not the safest for colored folk. And this show showed that very clearly. Like, I already knew how bad the racism was back then from what I learned in US history. But seeing it on the screen, bro, these these motherfuckers was really racist. Like, shockingly racist. I don't want to dive into it too much, but if you want to know how bad it is, there's a scene in the show where this one guy gets wrongfully accused of murking 3 kids. And when he's given an opportunity to clear his name by just saying where he was the night of the incident, he refuses. Yeah, he refuses in fear of getting into more trouble, which just had me thinking, damn, what could this guy have been doing that could get you into more trouble than triple homicide? You want to know what he was doing? Hanging out with a white woman. That's all he was doing.
Bro. Nah, bro. That's crazy, bro. Triple homicide on 3 kids, or I was hanging out with a white woman, and yeah. That's crazy to really think, like, dude, like, white people back then, like, y'all, not y'all. Well, if you are watching this, y'all was crazy. Y'all was crazy. Now y'all do got a good amount of crazy ones still running around this joint. You know, I'm talking about Mr. President, Joe Biden, all of them, you know, the Clintons. Yeah, that's right. I said it. We watching y'all. Y'all on that list. We know.
Oh, a little more than just
who need it. I got it. Shout out Berleezy.
Just hanging out. They got a little more buddy than that. And she was married. But still, that probably has some of y'all thinking, why wouldn't he just say that? An affair is clearly not worse than murking 3 children, right? And you're right. That would definitely not get you in trouble today. But in the 60s, if the wrong group of white men get wind that their abusive buddy's wife had relations with a black man, man, they grabbing a phone book, grabbing a rope, grabbing their robe, and then after that, they ride at dawn. Yeah, this junk used to be a death sentence. Do you know how ridiculous that is? Like, killing someone because your wife wants them is already stupid enough. But doing it off the basis of race is just even more stupid. Because does that mean if it was a white dude sleeping with his wife, he would have just been cool with it? Go.
Yep, that's kind of how it, turned out. A lot of them, they just didn't care sometimes, like, well, like, they wouldn't do what they do. Like they might still off the guy, right? They might still off him, but they're not going to go to their clan buddies and tell them, hey, man, I found out that one of those dark-skinned ones were messing with my wife. So we really got, he definitely took advantage of her. That's still my wife after this. Compared to, like, if it was another white guy, he probably going to kill the white guy and the white girl. Like that just reminded me of a story. Who was it? It was either Jay Williams. I think it was Jay Williams. He was telling a story about this old white dude that went to jail basically because of that. Like, he got off of work, found out that the sheriff was effing his wife in his bed. He walked in with his shotgun, saw his wife on top of the sheriff. Treating the sheriff like a bounce house. and so he shot the wife, and then he shot the sheriff after that. And they were rotting in his house for months on end, because this is how, like, because I forgot how long ago it happened. It was like, I think it was around the 60s that the dude said it happened, or maybe even 50s, because supposedly the dude was like real old in jail. So yeah, it was, yeah, crazy.
Go ahead, honey. F him all you want. Yeah, keep me out of dairy. This place is the worst, bro. The crazy part is there's even more messed up racist stuff that happens later in the show, but I don't want to spoil. So when you combo that with freaking Pennywise, yeah, this is gonna be horrible. I'm still whooping the movie version of him, though. Don't get it twisted. But the show version, if he had my friend Hodges like he had that one dude in the first movie, and I told him to give him back, and he told me no. Yeah, keep him, bro. I'll make new friends. It's good. And now for the show that I've been wanting to talk about for a minute.
Yup. Peak. Absolute.
No need.
This is peak, bro. Look, y'all. Look, bro. This is my testimony, bro. Look, bro. I used to be not a hater, but I would ignore this show. Like, everybody would talk about how good it was, and I was just like, it can't be that good. Well, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But my girl was watching it. She been keeping up with it. What was it? They dropped that season 4 last year. Yeah, it was like last year or something. Then, like, y'all know I mess with Ice Spice. She liked the show. RDC liked the show. Like, a lot of people that I mess with, they like this show. And like I said, my girl also mainly was liking the show. And I'm like, okay, they coming up on the last season. Let me give this a try. Bruh. Peak. Absolute peak. First season is, I can understand why people don't want to watch the first season. You know, right now at least. But back then, I can understand why you would want to watch it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Cause you got like what this came out 2018 maybe, like, dude, they had this on my block, like there was like the two shows like probably that were going crazy, so it's like, come on, bro. But yeah, I can absolutely understand why anybody would not want to watch the first season, at least right now, like getting into it. But second season to now, yes. Second season actually though. Let me think. It was cool. Actually, I like the first. Okay, so I like the first season more than the second season. Like, second season is probably my least. Nah, I'm lying. Second season ain't the least one. Let me think, y'all. It might be. Nah, third season was up there. Fourth season was cool. Okay. I think that's the one I might like the least. The fourth season was cool. Cause yeah, they were all like in California or whatever the heck. It was cool. It was cool. The half of them were in Cali, the other half were in Hawkins or whatever. It was cool. Okay. Yeah, that's what it was. So 1 to 3 peak for sure. Peak 4. I can, like I said, I can understand why people wouldn't like the first one, but it's still peak to me. 1 to 3 peak. 4th one, I can definitely understand. Like, it's like a, you know, little dip. But 5, bro, back up, bro. 5 has been peak, bro. I this whole season been fire, bro. It's been 5, bro. For real, 5, bro. So I don't know where I put 5 so far, but I gotta see how this finale go. Cause you know this is all just wrapping up everything. But I will say this, bro, Joyce, bro, Joyce, the show is not about you, ma'am. The show is not about you, for real, bro. And I'm still mad at Joyce because she really got my dog, Bob. Was it Bob? It was Bob. She got my dog knocked off, for real, bro. She got my dog knocked off, and then she over here running around here with Hopper. Okay. So me, you know, I got some beef with Joyce. I got some beef. You know, I got some beef. But it is what it is, bro. Like, anyways, look, I encourage y'all to watch this show, bro. This show is fire, bro. It's so fire, bro.
To introduce this one, everyone knows this show, Stranger Things. Now, Absolutely. Look, I really like this show, but as much as I like it, as much as it's been beloved for years, and I mean years, this show has been out since I was in 8th grade.
Sheesh, you know 2016, bro. 2016, bro. Me and him gotta be like the same age. I was in 8th grade. July 2016, I was going into 8th grade. Okay, wait. So he might be a year older than me. I was 7th grade going into 8th grade. So this is my summer right before 8th grade. This came out in July. So yeah, that's what I'm saying, dude. This is, yeah.
Seeing that is, I went from being pretty much the same age as these kids to now I'm freaking 6 years older than them. That's crazy. As much as I like it, if I had a choice, I'm not living in Hawkins, Indiana. I'm not. From season 1 through season 5, this place has been the epicenter of so many problems, it's not even funny. Season 1, you got a Demogorgon, which is pretty much a monster running around trying to eat you.
Yeah, literally. And then, you know what's even more crazier, dude? Well, not crazier, but, dude, I was kind of sad because I searched up, like, Hawkins, Indiana. I'm like, is this a real place? Because, you know, I'm from Indiana. And, oh, that's another thing with this finale, bro. There's not that many showings in Indiana. Like, what are we, like, huh? There should be, like, way more showings in Indiana than any other place. Well, hey, it is what it is. But, dude, I was so sad finding out Hawkins, Indiana wasn't a real place. And I'm like, okay, well, did they at least shoot some of the show in Indiana? No, they've been shooting it somewhere in Georgia. I don't know if it was in Atlanta. I don't think it was Atlanta. But it's, like, in Georgia for sure. That's where they're shooting it. And I'm like, I was kind of sad, but it is what it is, bro. But yeah, I just like that they really putting Indiana on the map, though. You know what I'm saying? You know, because we got the dog Michael Jackson from Gary, Indiana. You know what I'm saying? Then we got Stranger Things. Come on, bro. And there's probably some more, you know, besides me, Jay Shep. You know, besides me, there's probably some other good people coming from Indiana or whatever. Oh, I'm tripping. Sean Kemp and Skylar Diggins, you know what I'm saying? Then you got Jay Shep, you feel me?
So you don't have a Demogorgon, but you got Demo Dogs trying to eat you. Season 3, you got the Mind Flayer, Town Folk possessed by the Mind Flayer, and Russians after you. Season 4, you got Vecna, who's pretty much the one running the whole operation, going after you. And then Season 5 is just Season 4, but he's stronger now, and everyone got 25% cornier.
He's just stronger and uglier. That's what he is.
This is horrible. And the main cast is the ones that have to deal with all of it. And I'm gonna be honest, if I'm in their shoes, I don't think I'm making it. Not as a main character. Whether it be death or me running away, I wouldn't last long. Matter of fact, I'll go down every season and I'll tell you every moment I would have called it if I even made it there. Season 1. The second me and the gang find out Will is missing and find his little girl near where he went missing and she got superpowers, yeah, deuces. Peace out. Unless it's me getting those powers, peace. Season 2, Will start doing that hallucinating neck touching stuff in front of me. I'm out. Especially if I ever see him cough up a slug. I'm out. Then Season 3.
Well, to be fair, nobody saw him cough up a slug. That was just him at home. Like, so.
See, Season 3 is unique because at first it'll seem like everything is smooth. You know, it's the summer.
Season 3 might be the best season. I ain't gonna cap with y'all, bro. That might be the best one, bro. Like, that joint was fire.
11 closed the gate last season. Milfs is chilling at the pool and stuff. We good. But the second I see we got Russia involved in our business. Now, Russia, a world superpower, is involved in our business. Season 4, I don't even gotta see anything really. I probably won't even make it to Vecna. Cause when I hear the description of Chrissy's body after what Vecna did to her, I think I'm gonna sit this one out, y'all. And then Season 5, man, after the stuff we went through in Season 4, anything is enough for me to dip back to. My guy, Max is in a coma. So the second I hear Dustin say some corny stuff like, I wanna see Vecna's heart on a platter. Are you serious, bro? What are you gonna do about it? I'm out, bro. I'm out. And that's just being in the main cast. Even as a regular person in Hawkins, not a part of the main cast, I'm not willing to be here. Because if I'm not in the main cast, that means I don't know anything about what's going on in this world at all. So imagine if I'm in Season 4 and I hear that Vecna clock. I'm not gonna be prepared. I won't even know what's going on. I'm gonna just be like, hey, that's a neat looking clock. And it's gonna be like that every time because I'm a curious guy. Doesn't matter what situation I'm in. A main cast member, a main cast parent, a civ. If I'm in Hawkins, Indiana, I'm finished. Even if I'm born straight into Hawkins lab and I'm one of them telekinetic force wielding children, I'm gonna just get freaking slimed out by Henry, so it don't matter. Man, you couldn't freaking pay me to be in Hawkins. Even excluding all this upside down Vecna stuff, I still don't want to be there. Not only would I, let's be honest, probably be a nerd so I'd get bullied, but also there's a chance I'd be friends with the main cast and I don't want to be friends with the main cast. Yeah, it might sound crazy because all of them seem cool and all, but I've been noticing patterns and I can confidently say these dudes are some snakes. Who would want to be in a friend group when you got dudes like Will trying to take his homegirl's boyfriend and dudes like Steve who's trying to take Nancy away from Jonathan, who originally took Nancy away from him? You think I'm gonna be cool with these dudes? You must be out of your mind. You can't have shit in this friend group. Especially if it was like the Steve, Jonathan, and Nancy situation. I'd be pissed. I'm too insecure.
Bro, the only solid, bro, Dustin and Lucas, bro. And then you got Erica, bro. Erica is the GOAT, bro. Like GOAT phrases, bro. Like, bro, Shorty says so. You can't spell America without Erica. bro, I love that, bro. I love that phrase, bro. Oh my god, bro.
For that, let my girl bandage up her ex how Nancy was bandaging up Steve last season in the Upside Down. Right. I'ma be heated when she come back. Right. You like him or something? Why you just let him bleed out? And you might say, oh, that's only 2 or 3 people out of the whole group. And to that I say, that's 2 or 3 snakes too many. Let me put it like this. If you had a batch of 10 apples, right? And out of those 10, 2 or 3 of them could take your girl from you, you probably not buying the batch, are you? That's all I'm saying. I'm not willing to take the risk. These dudes cannot be my homies. They'll love y'all though. At the time of recording this, Season 5 Volume 1 is only out, so I don't know how it ends yet. Maybe it'll give me more reasons to want to live there. But I have some predictions. Spoiler warning, because these might be accurate. I don't know. I'm kind of a genius. Starting with a crazy one. Someone's gonna die. Not for real though. I think Robin and Steve are probably gone. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Bro, I'll be so happy if Robin gets killed off, bro. I do not like Robin. I do not like her. I haven't liked her since she got introduced in Season 3. I do not like. I don't like her, bro. I don't like her character, bro. She talk too much, bro. She ain't funny. She wasn't funny in season 3. She's not funny now, bro. That's how I feel about her, bro.
I see it coming. Robin and Steve are too beloved, and they can't keep Steve in the show, bro. He's gonna take Nancy away from Jonathan. Number 8, I don't think she'll die, but maybe. I mean,
she might die. I ain't gonna lie to you, cause spoiler, volume 2, she was talking with 11. Basically, she's trying to plan to get like to kill themselves, you know, once they follow through with the plan and the upside down and stuff, to basically ensure that they can't make any more of these telekinetic children, you know. So yeah, I didn't really like her, but you know, her character's whatever. But Robin, no, I absolutely hate, bro. I don't like Joyce and I don't like Robin, bro. Those are the 2 characters, bro. I do not vibe with them. I do not like them, bro. Joyce got my dog Bob knocked off. I don't care, bro. I don't like her, bro. And she be talking too much, bro. Joyce talk too much. She be in the camera too much for me. And Robin talk too much. She be in the camera too much for me. And come to find out, they both end up like in this volume 1, like they kind of got like a little, you know, what's the word? Conflict. So like y'all are both the same person, dang near, bro. It's just one of y'all are lesbian, one of y'all are straight and older. So like, come on, bro.
Might be punished for giving us the most boring episode of the entire show. I'm still standing by it. That episode was boring. Yeah, I actually find it funny that
it was. They were running around putting 11 in like goth, like what was it, goth? Yeah, like goth stuff. Like, bro, it was so stupid.
After her reveal in the last episode of volume 1, all of a sudden, hella people liked this episode. Like, right. A bunch of y'all just came out the woodworks and said, yeah, the most boring, most random episode in the entire series that had no point in the story until 8 years later. Yeah, that one was always my favorite. Like, y'all just lying. And I think they gonna try to make Vecna good. Honestly, I think that's the direction they're going in. The way he was looking at that cave makes us feel like he has like some dark memory with it, and I'm not here for it, okay? I don't want to sympathize with someone who killed mad kids. Unless it's like Darth Vader, you know. That's a little different. That's pretty much all the shows I wanted to go.
Vecna also a PDF file. You know, he's all like, oh, I don't need you. I got all the kids. You were the first test subject to Will and all that. Yeah, PDF, bro. Get out
over in this video, and y'all know what to do. Comment down below which show you thought was the worst, and comment down below some shows you'd hate to live in. And don't worry, this video is definitely getting a sequel. I could talk about this all day. Make sure to join the Discord, follow my IG, and moral of the story? Oh, wow. It's a really nice day outside.
Hey, bro, hey, Derek FDB, bro. I mess with you, bro. Like I said from that first vid, I don't even remember subbing to you, bro. I might have watched a video, I guess, when I was at work earlier this year or something. That's my guess, bro. But you funny, bro. I mess with you, bro. But yeah, what do y'all think? If y'all have watched any of these shows, what, like, out of these shows for sure, like, out of all these shows that he just said, which show would y'all rather live in? I ain't gonna lie, I would rather live in, let me think. It was Chainsaw Man, that circus joint, and Stranger Things, right? I think I'm missing one, though. Oh, Welcome to Derry. Dang. Welcome to Derry for sure crossed off my list. I'm not dealing with no Pennywise and racist KKK. I'm not dealing with all that. Chainsaw Man. Chainsaw Man. Dang, yeah. It's probably between that circus show and Stranger Things. And the only reason, like how he was saying, like, dude, you're in Stranger Things is like you could potentially just be killed off if you're not main cast for sure. Cause like Nancy's friend killed off like first freaking episode. Like, you know, nobody cared about her that much. She got killed, like literally just got killed off. So dang, I might have to be trapped in a video game forever or Stranger Things. I guess Stranger Things, bro, cause I couldn't fathom being in a video game. I love to eat food and be active and like do stuff too much to be stuck in a video game all day. And then if you, like how he said, if you abstract or whatever, you get turned into some sort of monster, then you get dropped into like a, nah, bro, I can't, nah. I guess Stranger Things, I'll take my chances and die, I guess. if Vecna ends up taking over the world and all that stuff. I don't know, man. But yeah, I mean, hey. That's my choice out of the 4. What's your choice? Chainsaw Man, something circus, whatever. It, Welcome to Derry, and Stranger Things. I choose Stranger Things. I think that's the least problematic one, I guess, for like somebody that's probably that's not main cast. But yeah, like I said, I'll take my chances of getting killed off, I guess, because I mean, other ones you're almost like guaranteed to get killed, bro. You know, so yeah. Alright, man. Look, man. Go ahead. like, comment, share, subscribe, turn on the notification bell. Watch some more videos on the channel. Watch the next video I'm about to post whenever I post it. I don't know. But look, man, I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Like I said, beginning of this video, thank y'all for the subs, the views, everything, man. Like I said, this is all coming to fruition. And the only way it's not is because of me. That's how I feel about it. So we gonna keep on pushing, especially coming in 2026. And yeah, man. Deuces.